Hey guys, how's it going? Otaku Mike here, back again with another video for you guys today. If you're new to the channel and like the content that I create, please consider like, subscribe, and share the video. But without further ado, let's get into this manga first impressions video. We are looking at Dragon Quest: The Adventures of Dai, Volume 1. Let's get into this. So let's get into a little bit of the history of this manga. So this manga was published by Viz back in 1989. Ran from 1989 to 1992 and ran for about 37 volumes. It was written and drawn by these fine young people right here and supervised by this person right here. So let's get into this manga. So these two guys right here, the guys who wrote and drew it, they were commissioned to basically do a 2-chapter story, short story for Dragon Quest. That got so popular that they're like, hey, do another short story. That got popular as well, and then they started the main Dragon Quest ongoing series, which those 2 short stories in beginning and the beginning of The Adventures of Dai are collected in this first omnibus. Confused a little bit? I was too at first, but I hope you guys come along with me and we'll learn more about this. Now, those 2 short stories at the beginning of the manga are actually canon to the overall arcing story of the rest of this manga, or should I say the start of this ongoing series, because they do reference things here and there throughout the main story in this manga. But what is this manga all about? Well, Dragon Quest: The Adventures of Dai is about this young kid named Dai. He lives basically sort of alone on an island filled with monsters, a deserted island, with his weird little monster grandpa, and he's just living there, living life after his adventures from the previous short stories. And the monsters there start acting weird, and we find out that the monsters are acting weird and acting more violent because the Demon Lord has come back, and the Demon Lord has control over these monsters. Out of nowhere, when Dai and his grandfather are trying to escape this horde of monsters that are attacking them now, these 2 mysterious guys, we'll call them knights, warriors, adventurers, whatever you want to call them. One of them's name is Avan, and Avan basically saves Dai, and it's like, hey, you want to be a knight, you want to be a hero, train with me and I will make you a hero. So that's what he does. He starts to train and become a hero, and starts to learn a bunch of different techniques, like sword techniques and stuff like that. Starts to train and fight monsters, and then they find out that, oh no, the Dark Lord shows up, and he's like, I'm going to kill you, because apparently Avan is the hero who actually killed the Dark Lord in the first place. And yeah, I guess he wants revenge. It's really hard to say exactly what he wants. And after a big, hard, drawn out, fisticuff, balls to the wall battle with the Demon Lord, we also find out that the Demon Lord isn't the top dog anymore. The Demon Lord is actually number 2, and now there's a Demon King. But I thought a Demon Lord and a Demon King were kind of the same thing, but who knows? I don't know. I guess they just make things up as they go along. I guess a Lord and a King aren't necessarily the same thing. But the Demon Lord ends up getting defeated. Sort of. He kind of gets defeated, but runs away towards the end. And sad to say, our Master Avan does not make it out of this manga. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say exactly what happens. And Dai is off to save the world and go help the princess, which I totally forgot about the princess, but there's a princess in this. Princess, I forget what her name is. She doesn't really show up in the later half of this manga. She shows up more in the second story in this manga. But yeah, that's kind of a big synopsis on this book. So now, what did I think about this book? This book was fun. It was a fun start to the adventure of Dai, or the Adventures of Dai Dragon Quest. It left me with a lot of questions, like the beginning of most Dragon Quests video games do. I felt like this did capture a lot of what makes the Dragon Quest games so special. The artwork is actually really well done. I see hints of Akira Toriyama's artwork in this, like inspiration from his artwork, because he originally created all the monsters and a lot of the characters in the Dragon Quest games. He did not write the stories, if I remember correctly, but he did create all of the monsters in this world, and his influence is heavily seen within this manga. This manga was a lot of fun. We do get the first stories at the beginning, which when I first started, I was like, hey, where is this going? What's this all about? And I was like, okay, so we're starting to connect the threads here and there throughout the first stories, and they sort of retcon a couple things here and there into the main adventure, which is okay. It's not bad. I like the pacing of this. I thought the pacing of this was actually quite good once we really get into this manga, to say the least. I thought the comedy and the action blended really well within this first volume of manga. I really enjoyed it. I like the character of Dai. I feel like he's a little flawed, which kind of like made me like him a little more, because he's not the best at fighting. He's not really the best at magic, but he does have some sort of hint of magical power. That's right, he has some sort of magic, and that's how he ended up defeating the Demon Lord. This is a good start to a good series, and I'm actually really looking forward to more of this series as we go along. Some people said they wish this was hardcover. I really don't care. I thought it was good either way, to be honest. Just saying. But yeah, $20 worth the price. You get 15 chapters. It's not bad. It was a fun read. If you're looking for a way to get into Dragon Quest, this isn't a bad way if you don't have access to the video games. Read the manga. This is different from the video games, I believe. I've only played a couple of the video games, but these characters do not show up, I think, in the video games. Not for sure. Don't quote me on that, okay? But this was a lot of fun. I highly recommend you check it out. I know it's probably going to be a niche title, like some other manga tubers have said. This might be a niche title. I might have to agree with them, but I do know that there are a lot of Dragon Quest fans out there, and they are probably looking forward to checking out this manga. Definitely a must read, and a surprise that I actually liked an adaptation, or a semi-adaptation of a video game. Definitely go check this out. It's worth it. The pages are really nice. You do actually, which I didn't really mention before, but you do get some color chapters within the manga, so I believe that does add to the value of the manga itself, which is pretty cool. We don't get a lot of color chapters within manga. Only I've seen that in like a couple of the Thunderbolt manga, as well as Fist of the North Star and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure had that. So yeah, definitely go check this out. It's a lot of fun. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Stay safe. Go read Dragon Quest. It's good.